Immortality Let's Play Scene 2. Alright, we're back with Immortality, and I didn't really get spoiled, but someone wrote that they had 3 sessions so far for the game. And the first one was like, oh, that's cool. And then the second and third were like, oh my god. So I have this theory that maybe this will be one of those games where, what we're looking at will basically start to impact our own experience. Because in Telling Lies, we're not just going through the videos. You also sometimes, when you close the screen or whatever, you could see someone moving around in the background. So it was really like the glare from the PC. Or Mac, I don't know. And then you also heard background noises, that someone was in the flat with the person looking at this. And at the end, the protagonist was actually included in the story. So maybe it's the case here as well, that we will become part of the story. And since this is a horror game, oh boy. Well, so I'm looking forward to this. This is not a spoiler, this is more a theory, because I really don't know what will happen. But I wanted to share, I wanted to share with you. And also ask you, what you think. Okay, my plan for this playthrough was I wanted to get to this scene and click on the face of the director. Exactly. So there he is. You.
These gorgeous signs are attentive and pure. Track 2, interior, checking this out. Corridor. Antonio watches. And a rap shot. She starts when Ambrosio is finished. Stands and quickly, silently walks to her door. Opens it and enters her room.
Arthur, what's Ambrosio thinking here? This is his first time ever leaving the Abbey. Am I just following my libido? Am I intending to seduce Antonia?
Don't worry too much about that. Keep your face blank so the audience can project onto it. You are their vessel. They will see you looking, and then we will cut to what you're looking at. And through you, they will see. You will be looking for them, so use your eyes. Sophia, Marissa, your job is to be looked at. Let us try. Look at Antonia. Sweet innocence. Now look at Matilda. Pure carnality. You see, you will desire what the audience desires. The more you let them use you, the more brilliant they will think you're acting. You don't need to film this. Come on.
Amazing scene. So what I loved is she looks something already happened. She's not happy. So something has already happened. And I also love that he says pure carnality. And this is not the movie, so this is basically the real story. And she looks super, she looks like she just came from a Midwestern farm, and has never ever even seen a porn movie or whatever. And so what actually happens is, and this is a nice writing detail, he's talking about projection, and he projects his own desires onto her, this pure carnality. Did I say that right? Oh man, I hope I didn't forget the word, and now it's mumbo jumbo. So yeah, very interesting. Okay, back if we see more scenes with you. I want to know.
All right, settle down. Now we come to the sequence I call the fuck montage.
Ew.
Or the lovemaking montage, ladies. Sophie excluded. It is our obligation here to proceed mathematically.
The lovemaking montage, Sophia excluded. So it's always her that is already... Oh man, that must be shitty on a set like this. Because, this is supposed to play, I think, in the... Look at the clothes. Late 60s, early 70s, I suppose. And, you didn't have any people who were, intimacy coordinators back then. So sex scenes must have been awful for women.
And explore all the configurations of coupling. I will sculpt you into the embodiment of the audience's fantasies. And Ambrosio
Look at her face. She's like, fuck you, man. I don't like this.
will provide counterpoint with his sermon, which will add depth to our spectacle.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Ambrosio in the pulpit speaks to a large crowd.
The poets speak of the pleasures of the flesh. In the same breath they talk of their souls. The sensations they speak of they misattribute. The elevating of souls they feel is inverted. The rush they feel is the rush of their descent as they plunge into Satan's realm.
Interior, Abbey, Ambrosio's cell. Ambrosio kisses Matilda's breasts as they roll around on his bed.
Voiceover, your body is a gift from God, is loaned you and must be returned when it is time to enter heaven. But little does God think of those that have sold off his gift, those that have misused it. Do not doubt the pleasures of the flesh. They are Satan's currency. Your body is only worth so much. It is possible to bankrupt yourself, to make what God gave you worthless.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Matilda watches from the side, her face mostly concealed by her habit. She smiles.
Satan's trick is that these pleasures, which may at first seem equal to that offered by God in heaven, over time reveal their emptiness, regret, and guilt. The only pleasures left for the harlot and the whore. That magic the poets speak so highly of is soon just the rutting of animals in the street.
Interior, Abbey, Ambrosio's cell. Matilda is sat in Ambrosio's lap as they make love. He looks over her shoulder, so there is no eye contact. Ambrosio's face is soaked in sweat, a mix of ecstasy and pain.
Voiceover, like a gambler who plays again and again and again to win back his losses, the sinner soon finds themselves debauching themselves further to feel as they once did. Their sins compound, their debts worsen, like a wasp flying into a honey trap. The sinner will find themselves unable to escape. There's only one protection from this trap. It is holiness. It's purity.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Antonia smiles to hear Ambrosio's fire. She knows she is holy and pure.
And what pleasures there are in purity. A sinner may look back and remember what it felt like to be clean, that lightness of soul. To feel God's eye fall upon us and to meet that gaze with our own eyes open and pride in our hearts. This is the true pleasure of the flesh.
Glances at Antonia in the audience. Steps down. Interior, Abbey, Ambrosio's cell. Ambrosio is thrusting into Matilda from...
Look at that smile. Like, whenever she's reading out something very sexual, he's like, yeah, that's disgusting. So we know the sex scenes, they're not necessary. That's for his pleasure only.
behind, his hand
Look at this face. Amazing actor, by the way. I hate this character.
on her neck. He pushes her face into the bed as he thrusts. He's
Because look at him, you know, he's sorry, I'm interrupting. I mean, this is the script is not good, you know. It's a very weird. That's the weird thing. He's doing this for his pleasure, but he's talking about purity and, you know, losing it because someone has a lot of sex and the horror thing. I mean, you know, it's back in the 70s, but nowadays we still have sometimes, you know, this image of especially loose women, you know, that we look down on them and like the only way they can be pure is by, you know, not having sex, but at the same time they're completely objectified by society. So it's impossible. It's an impossible thing. And even if, like, back in the Bible, you know, if a woman was defiled by someone, if she was raped, she was not pure anymore. The other person was still pure. That's fucking ridiculous, you know? Like, if someone abuses you and does violence to you, that doesn't remove your innocence, you know? And also purity as a concept is bullshit. That's religious bullshit. But, you know, anyways. So it's really interesting that everyone's really more... Like, she's enjoying just reading it out, you know, so she's acting. He's very focused on the script. I don't think he has any sexual desire for her. And also, they smiled at each other for like a short second, and it looked quite cordial, you know. So I don't think he is any threat to her. It's mainly him, because I don't see her looking at him very often. And she looks very tense. The whole body language. Look at everyone. He's super relaxed. She's quite relaxed. I don't know who he is. But he Yeah, but she is so prim and proper, you know, so really tense. Yeah.
Movements are violent, desperate. His eyes are empty. He climaxes. Oh, Rose of Matilda. Eyes still empty. Matilda turns her head up from the bed. Sad as they look.
Prelap, bless me, Father, for I have seen. My last confession was 2 weeks past.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Ambrosius sits in the confession booth, listens to a rich lady.
I was jealous towards a friend.
In what way?
Her husband bought her a necklace of considerable beauty and value.
She waits.
Is that all?
She feels the pressure to entertain Ambrosio.
I have had impure thoughts.
Please detail them.
There is a servant in my employ who is very handsome. I have daydreamed of kissing him and of treating him as my husband.
You imagined fornicating with your servant?
Yes. Once it came into my head by accident, but I have twice since put my mind to recalling it. This is all I can remember. I'm sorry for these and all my sins.
These are grave sins. As your confessor, I must ignore my disgust
Okay.
and help you return from the abyss.
I did not act on these.
You have let Satan into your heart. You are infected with his poison. The remedy for this will be severe.
Yes, Father.
Every morning on waking, 2 Hail Marys. Limit your diet to water and bread. In the afternoon, pray the rosary before bed. Another Hail Mary. Do you show contrition?
My God, I am heartily sorry for having offended you, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all because I have offended you, my God, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of your grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. Amen.
Ambrosio is distracted by his thoughts. Interior, Abbey. Ambrosio's self. Matilda is going down on Ambrosio. He doesn't look at her.
Again.
Would you care to explain what that means, my dear?
Oh my god. Fuck you. Also, have you noticed she's in a lot of these scenes? She did not have one single line or even a word. She's really just a blank projection for his desires, for Hitchcock's, you know, fake Hitchcock's desire. So that's disgusting.
Benefit of Marissa here.
She's lucky.
I know what oral sex is.
Voiceover. God, the Father of mercies.
Wait, what did he say? I missed that. Was it something nice or something bad? I want to get a gist of their relationships. We can figure this out in the rehearsal. Oh well, not too nice. But and she's kind of in on it with him. So she seems to be really like a Midwestern, very innocent girl. And she's already part of the movie business, so she knows the debauchery that happens there, and maybe also has been abused. But a lot of women had to kind of go with it, you know, because otherwise you were blacklisted. Also, I'm sorry if I'm sermoning a lot here, but yeah, this is a topic. Oh man.
Voiceover. God, the Father of mercies, through the death and resurrection of his Son, has reconciled the world to himself and sent the Holy Spirit amongst us for the forgiveness of sins. Through the ministry of the Church, may God give you pardon and peace, and I absolve you of your sins. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
He climaxes on Amen.
Ew. What?
Let's hear it.
Oh.
Bigger.
Well, I need a cigarette. Back in 10?
All right. Any more?
I find the idea quite decadent, but when in Rome...
Will we be...
Oh, I didn't even do this one. Sorry. I hope we didn't miss anything, but well, let's see.
All right, let's finish up for the day.
Exterior, Madrid. Time-lapse. Rooftop view of Madrid. Hurriedly, we pass from night to day to night again. Interior, Chiquinta's house. Alvaro's room. Antonio sits by her mother's bed in her nightgown.
You seem much improved, Mother.
I have Father Ambrosio to thank for that. His words calmed me.
He has a great
Did they? She looks at him like they had sex. I don't know if it's in the movie or backstage.
love for religion. And he speaks so well.
His voice is so familiar to me. It reminds me of someone I once knew, but I cannot think who. Perhaps someone from when I was a child.
You should sleep now, Mother. I am glad you're well, but I'm fearful of a relapse.
Oh, worry not about me, child. You are the one who needs to sleep, staying up to keep watch on me. I would hate myself if I'm the cause of the first wrinkle on your perfect face.
Mother.
That
Sleep
script.
well.
Holy shit, it's so bad.
Night.
He kisses her mother's head.
Well, she
And
doesn't
we
though.
close for the day on the cusp of great violence. Now, we have been encouraged by our hosts to go take a riposo. I find the idea quite decadent, but when in Rome,
Will we be taking siestas during our shooting?
I'm afraid not, darling. We will be shooting with an Italian crew, but in the American style.
Nothing. I thought I would find something sleazy in there, but so far it's... I mean, it is sleazy. He's sleazy. Okay, so let's see about him. So, because that is now... has now returned to what we've seen already. So maybe there's not a lot of clips of him. Who's he? Who are you?
Well, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Marissa, you're marvelous. You're gonna get me
Okay.
Fai bravo, take 3.
And action.
This bird was my sister's favorite.
You had a sister. This is the source of your sadness.
Yes. Matilda. She died of sorrow.
What sorrow?
She loved a man with a passion born of virtue no one loved as purely as Matilda.
Who was the object of her love?
One sadly already married to another. His bride heavenly and pure. Neither he nor Matilda did anything to inflame this passion, but the more virtuous he showed himself to be, the more she was drawn to his light.
Unhappy girl.
One day she confessed her love to him, wishing not to be dishonest. Despite her protestations of virtue, he drove her from him. He refused to see her again. It broke her heart and killed her.
Too severe a fate for so innocent a crime. This man's choices were ill-considered.
You think so?
Doubtless. I pity your sister.
Father, then pity me. I have no sister, Father. I am Matilda. I am a woman. You are my beloved. I concealed my sex and joined the Abbey to be closer to your holiness.
This cannot be.
Please, do not be shocked by my dishonesty. I acted out of love, a pure love given me by God. I do not wish to be a woman to you. Damn my sex. I wish only to be your friend.
It cannot be. You have brought great risk to yourself and to my brothers.
Holiest Ambrosio, did I misjudge your temperament? I thought you would understand. Let me be Rosario. Treat me as a man, but let me stay.
No, it cannot be. discovered, I would be destroyed. I cannot let it stand. For my own sake. For the Order.
I pray you show compassion.
Unhappy Matilda. You have my compassion. I am convinced that your motives are pure. But you are blind to the imprudence of your actions. My duty to you begs me to treat you harshly. You must be gone from here by tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Surely you cannot mean it.
You have heard my decision. The laws of the Order are exact and our vows compel us to obey. I pity you, but I can do no more. You must leave.
I have no choice then. I will not leave this abbey alive.
If you lost your senses, kill yourself and lose your claim to salvation, you forfeit your soul.
I care not. Paradise here with you, or perdition without. Tell me you will conceal my story and retain me as your companion. Else this dagger drinks my blood.
Hold. Safe from my destruction.
Completely unnecessary to show the boob. That's the director. Oh, look at that wheezy little ass.
Tattoo for you too.
I'm used to them coming in pairs.
Well, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Marissa, you're marvelous. You're gonna get me excommunicated.
You ready for your close-up, Gino?
That face is interesting, because he's not having as much fun, is he? Do we find you somewhere else? No, it's really only that. That is interesting, okay. Just one more try? No, it is really... Ha ha ha. Do we see you, maybe? Wait.
Big round of applause to our star, our gorgeous, la bellissima Marissa.
Oh yeah, let's do him. He is...
I love you all.
I think her boyfriend. So let's look at him for a while.
I will now interview the hot new director, John Jurek.
Hi.
John, what is your process? How do you visualize a movie before you shoot?
Is he naked?
Trying to visualize less, actually. I want to set up the ideas and characters and then shoot them like a documentary. I want to capture something alive.
So no Stanley Kubrick then, because he was a micromanager who like nothing was, you know, nothing was an accident.
You know.
Not even the trauma of his actors.
Now we can shoot on location, we can shoot freer.
Do you sleep with all your actresses?
As a rule, yes. An artist should be familiar with his material.
Well, then you should fuck Carl, too. Otherwise, you're as bad as Minsky.
We all know what happens to Minsky. Okay. Enough with the camera.
Jealous. You know why they call him Drella? Dracula and Cinderella. Isn't that perfect?
I don't like him. Oh. I forget.
You love it?
Sorry.
It's my natural color.
I like it.
I love it. Too much hair is like you're dragging your past around with you. When I look at someone, I like to see their skull.
And not in that wig.
You're weird. I will now interview the hot...
I don't know, there's something about that dynamic I don't like, and he looks a lot older than she is. So, you know, even if it's like a relationship, it still feels a little bit predatory. I don't know.
Action. Okay. Direct me.
Okay, let's get on the tube. You, get on top.
Oh, they're
How are
training.
you going to convince Arthur to include this?
I'm gonna go straight to Gino.
You're naughty.
Oh my god, is she naked?
It's for the picture.
Is this pornography?
There are pleasures this body can give to you which you cannot imagine.
Do I have to blur this? Oh my god!
You look like you're fucking him.
Can she?
Can't she?
Fuck him. She's the devil. Can't she change her shape?
That would be a different movie. All right, let's roll on this a while, and then you, finish with a big orgasm. Makeup over here and have him spray you down.
Oh, I got you.
Perfect.
Jesus. So I'm not a prude, but doing this in a Let's Play is a little bit awkward. So they're actually having sex because she's naked and he's probably also naked on the rope. Don't know if it... Oh, that will be flagged, you know.
Was that for real?
I'm acting.
Ooh.
You'll need
Nice
to do
one.
more than just lie there.
I've never slept with an actress.
Bullshit. Well, I've never slept with the director of photography.
Not on camera.
Aww.
You stay out of shot, put it in the movie. Fisher will never know.
Jesus Christ.
Make it like I'm fucking the camera.
Okay.
24 Jurek, take 1.
There you go. What else do we have with you?
Keep going, I'll be Walker.
Oh, that's the main protag from Minsky.
Interior.
He doesn't look like... He's uncomfortable. Like, either they are having an affair and he doesn't want him to know, or he doesn't like her. One of these two.
Station corridor. Goodman and Walker walk and talk.
Look at this. He's a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe she's too close to him.
There was a robbery there last year, so we pulled the names of the tenants. Your name rang a bell for me, so I dug out the file. Frankie Santora's on the list. I spoke to the janitor. Says Frankie's a tough guy, uses it as a fuck pad.
Hands Goodman an address on a piece of paper. They stop at a junction.
Sure you don't want me to ride along?
If it turns into... I'm just gonna snoop around. If it turns into Bonnie and Clyde, I'll call you.
Walker leaves, shaking his head. Goodman scans address again.
Look at them.
I like it. Have you ever said fuck on screen before?
I don't think I have, no.
It shows. Give me that line again.
You said earlier you only photograph people you wanna fuck. You said earlier you only photograph people you wanna fuck. Fuck.
Just the word. Fuck.
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 Fuck. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Do they try to turn this into a triple? Because I'm feeling uncomfortable right now the way they treat him, which is she's very condescending towards him. And it's weird, like, because I think she was that innocent person in the first movie, and now in the second they treat him like her. So she's basically continuing, not abuse, but a very disconcerting behavior towards, you know, someone who is not as used to the sexism and bullshit of Hollywood.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck. Fuck. You said earlier you only photograph people you wanna fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Okay, let's see what else we got.
Okay, we are past the midpoint and the movie has flipped on its head. We start to tear open Maria's world, reveal that it is more hollow than she thought.
So that is not Minsky anymore, because I think I saw her in the third movie, which is Two of Everything. And we saw her. I wanna focus on her later on. Yeah, this is Two of Everything, because that is, I think, her manager. Alright.
Okay, we are past the midpoint and the movie has flipped on its head. We start to tear open Maria's world, reveal that it is more hollow than she thought. Amy?
Exterior LAX airport, tarmac, later. A plane lands and taxis across the tarmac. Exterior LAX airport, private airfield, moments later. Workers unload a white plastic casket from the cargo hold of the plane and onto a wheeled cart. Crowd noise inside the airport as...
Sorry, but it's script, you know, and these scripts are deliberately not the best scripts in the world. So here's a question to the American viewers. Do you think it's very realistic that they only have plastic bottles and coffee cups and not that someone actually cooked coffee? And, you know, I mean, with the plastic bottles, maybe, but I feel like if you have 5 people for a whole afternoon in a room and then maybe even more, wouldn't you like cook coffee? Because it's much cheaper. Anyways. It's just it's not a good question, I know, but I really want to know because it's kind of bothering me.
Hundreds of fans press their faces against the window, banging their fists, wailing and mourning and trying to catch a glimpse of Maria's casket. The workers roll the casket towards the coroner's van. Under the window, reveal Gary and Maria incognito, watching the body being loaded into the van. Maria chain smokes, looking bereft. Gary keeps his arms crossed.
I can't believe it. I can't believe she's gone.
No. I just want you to know you'll be taken care of.
Gary.
I'm sure you're worried about the money. I'm worried about it too. The music doesn't go away. This isn't the end.
Maria turns to Gary, stunned at his callousness.
Gary, what the fuck? She's gone. I don't want to talk about the fucking money.
Yeah, well, we're all Maria Inc. and our CEO just died. Someone has to think about logistics.
Logistics? She was a person. She was our friend.
If she was your friend, I'm sorry for your loss. Maria wasn't my friend, she was my boss. And she never let me forget that.
The coroner's van drives off, leaving them alone on the tarmac. Gary glances at Maria, regretting his words.
Listen, why don't you come by our house later? I'll be there meeting with the team. Maybe we could find something for you to take with you. Remember, okay?
Maria, overcome with emotion, can't manage more than a quick nod. Gary reaches over and squeezes her arm.
Sorry.
He heads back into the airport, leaving her alone. It's hard being a star.
Is this a good thing for Gary? If Maria's been lukewarm recently, her dying, that's a big payday for him. Is he really that cold-hearted?
It's good for the story if he is. I mean, it's a gift that Maria gets to see how people talk about her after she's dead. She sees that the music, the fans, they feel something. But Mark, Gary...
The men in her life.
The men in her life, they didn't love her with any authenticity. Maria's rebirth is a chance for her to plug into that authenticity.
So let's play Gary here as revealing the worst of the commercial exploitation of the artist.
I wonder if that what she said reflects to him.
Could you guys have a costume fitting now? We'll be back here in an hour or so.
Because they feel very cold and look like the hug.
When you die. Studios?
Except for this one, we are fully funding this one ourselves.
Maybe this is why they only get 1 cup of coffee each day. Okay. Let's see if we have something else with you. Oh my god, not again a sex scene. What the heck?
A model who paints is amusing.
Is that Minsky?
Like a dog who walks on 2 legs. People will find you amusing for a while. It is impossible for you to be an artist.
Oh, that wig. Look at the wig. It's so bad. I will do this every single episode because these wigs are absolutely mind-blowingly horrible. And I don't know if it's by design because mostly in Netflix movies and these kind of video games, they are always bad. I think there's a movie. There's a movie.
You lack the masculine power for that kind
Yeah,
of violence.
it's the movie.
Let's fuck, and tomorrow you can apologize.
Oh, maybe he played like the artiste that got killed by Minsky. That's probably it.
Tomorrow I will kill you.
And cut!
Yeah, there's a cameraman, so that's not a
Douglas
sit.
Simon. Fuck Douglas Simons.
Who's Douglas Simons? I don't think I can, like, in telling lies, you could search by keywords, so I had, like, a notepad full of names and stuff. And I think in this, it's mainly, you know what, I actually want to try out at some point. Oh, shit, I always forget. Let's look at the beginning of this, sorry.
Scene 33B, take one.
Oh, she's still clothed.
You ready, Thomas? Keep it loose. Let Marissa lead you. Action.
She's already getting
You are
into
nothing
it.
without me.
That's
You will
cool.
always be a footnote in my biography.
You didn't create me.
This doesn't feel right. Keep rolling. It's not just an argument, right? Let's take it to the bed. It's foreplay. It's a wrestling match.
Yeah, I love it.
It must be so awkward to be on a crew where the director and the main actress like are in a relationship, and then you have to watch them, and it's always like, are they having like really sex right now, or is that acting? I don't know. Like, it must be a bit icky. Oh, not a fan. Not a fan.
We're just gonna go for it. Keep up. Okay.
Look at the butt drawing. It's just a drawing of a butt. That's amazing. Yeah, let's see. Can we have objects? No, we can only have faces, right?
Right? You are nothing without me.
Okay.
You will always be a footnote in my biography.
You didn't create me.
Scene 33B, take one.
How do I see him? Where do I see him? Shit. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, because I have to do this. Boop bop beep bop 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 bop. There we go.
First, Naomi's gonna play Sarah. Amy, you play Anne. When we composite it, Naomi's performance will disappear.
So it's two of everything again. I want to get into Naomi at some point.
Story of my life.
Barry, what do you think of the dress?
It is amazing. Like, Naomi, for some weird reason, has so much personality in this whole game so far. Like, I want to know more about her.
Swanky.
Oh, who's that?
It's a vintage Dior.
Does it suit the town?
Makes her stand out. And when Lee Lockwood sees a surprised look on Anne's face, she says, women need a certain kind of attention, especially as they age. Not all women, but the type of woman I am.
And what type exactly is that?
That's Lee's line.
Okay, let's go.
Tell him I'm dangerous. That's a different movie. 98. Two of Everything was 99. Whoa. Tell him I'm there. I'm making notes just for a little timeline. And it's John again. So, but he's also the director, I guess, yeah, he's in Minsky. And I don't have the year yet for Minsky or Ambrosio. But we'll get there.
Tell him I'm dangerous. Compositing test, take 1X.
Interesting.
Action.
Lee wants to know why you stopped seeing him.
People always want to know why.
Has it ever occurred to you that you're not in your right mind?
Who's to say? I'm in no position to judge myself. Nothing interests me less than explanations.
It means nothing to you what my feelings are?
You look older.
You'd like for me to hate you, wouldn't you? Well, I can't, and I won't. So what should I tell him?
Tell him I'm dangerous.
Cut. Let's switch and go again.
Amy, that was great. I hope John is paying you twice for this.
John is supposed to pay me.
You think it'll work?
Sure. You got Sarah and Ann, Lee Lockwood and Bob Dean, 2 murders, 2 of everything.
Biblical.
What's the word? Thunderbird. What's the price? 2 bits twice.
Super interesting. I wanna check the old dude.
Okay. So the motion control rig's gonna play back what we do now.
The older dude. I'm doing this very erratically also. I know. I will interrupt a lot. I will talk a lot. If you're not a subscriber yet or don't watch my videos regularly, that's basically how I do my Let's Plays. I have a lot of thoughts. I ramble a lot. And yeah, especially with these types of games, I need to stop immediately because I have so many thoughts and I will lose them. And also, here's the thing. I will not concentrate too much on the stories of the 3 movies, you know, because these are supposed to be like B-movie scripts. So of course I want to take like a broad look at what the movies are about, but what I'm more interested in, and that's why I will rather interrupt, you know, script readings and movie scenes to talk about stuff, because I'm more about the what happened behind the scenes, because we want to find out what happened to, I think it's Marissa? Is it Marissa? I don't know. She always has a name that's very, you know, starts with an M, so that's this weird thing that it starts to be like, who is she really?
Naomi's gonna play Sarah. Amy, you play Ann. When we composite it, Naomi's performance will disappear.
Story of my life.
Oh, so maybe she's the part that would be played by Marissa? Yeah. And she's a stand-in. I think she also was that in 2 of Everything.
Hey, what do you think of the dress?
But why isn't she there?
Yes.
Okay, Barry, let's see if we find something with you. We don't? Interesting.
Wanky.
It's a vintage Dior.
Does it suit the town?
Makes her stand out. Yeah, when Lee Lockwood...
But there's an eye, I see it. Okay, so maybe there's really just this one scene. So let's get back to you.
Window across the street, looking directly in the studio. Goodman is dumbstruck. Sorry, I was trying to react. And we cut.
I don't know, their dynamics, everything's super... It makes me uncomfortable, really. Oh, yeah, start this. Sorry. No!
Detective Goodman.
Wait. That was a window. So I can use objects. So what's that? That's Minsky again.
Rehearsal on scene 6.
The warehouse, large studio space full of art and young people. The sofa in the middle of an open space, lounging on Holly Honey, Leela Ganner, and Lottie Cole. Goodman, you want Franny's alibi to check out, and you let your guard down because one people like you.
Detective Goodman.
Holly Honey.
Franny said you'd be coming.
Would you be happy to answer a few questions?
Honey doesn't like cops. And none of us like cops. Cops think we're deviants. They like to beat up on deviants.
Well, I'm not most cops.
I fucked a cop once. He stuck his stick in my ass.
So, you approve of deviants?
I like art.
You like art. If you knew about artists...
They're the worst. Are you wearing a wire?
No, I don't need a wire. I've got a notepad.
Oh, write it down.
What?
We hate cops.
Okay. So Franny was here Wednesday night?
Oh, yes. We had ourselves a big party.
Oh, the whole night? What time did she leave?
She stayed here on this very sofa, bare ass naked.
Did you take any photographs of the party?
You like taking photographs, Mr. Detective?
Ah. So
Lovely.
barefoot.
I wanna try if I can do this with the camera. Is that the ending of Minsky? He's totally... He's one of them now. He's an artiste. He looks good.
He says Olga's been in here every night this week. She usually comes in around 9, so we've got some time to kill.
Oh my god, is he undercover? That's ridiculous.
I've got something to help it go down.
Oh my god.
Benzoyl methylecinin.
Inspiration.
Is it Coke? No, don't. That pure innocent child.
Cut. That was real Coke. Let's go again.
What?
Carl, keep it simple. Until he hits the Coke and montage, keep your things bunched up. Reset on the drinks.
They're really corrupting him. That was real Coke? That's fucking horrible. Dude, can I click on the... Oh, it's his face, right? Yeah. This would be a very erratic playthrough. I'm so sorry. Not even advanced. Oh, there he is, that fucker.
I'll take that. What are you reading?
Embezzlement and white-collar crime.
Oh, that's no fun.
They're the real criminals.
I guess I like a juicy murder.
Ring. Hey, Goodman. It's for you.
Tell them I'm off duty. Somewhere I need to be. Cut.
Check the gate, and that's a wrap for today.
Oh, that was so much fun. Fantastic to work with you, Mr. Greenwood.
You can call me Carl.
That's weird. She's such a big fan, but it feels like when they worked with him that he was such a rube. Can we have her again? No. Okay. So here's the thing. I wanna... So with the objects... Okay. I think I have one or two ideas. Wait. Let's, There. I wanna hone in on the water jug. Not on the water glass, on the water jug.
Now you know 4 of my names. I only know 1 of yours.
I think they still have... Again, they have real alcohol, which is super unprofessional. Was it really like that in the 70s? Jesus Christ. Also, man, I always forget it.
Scene 18, rehearsal. Action.
So, this probably I can also hone in on. Like champagne. We'll do that.
It's the real stuff.
This is so unprofessional. Real drugs, real alcohol.
Now you know 4 of my names. I only know 1 of yours.
I came to collect some clothes and toast him goodbye.
Frankie and Minsky.
Both.
Oh, Minsky's not her name.
What is this?
So she's Franny. Oh, man. Oh, this-
Nothing sinister. Kinky, maybe. Just a little. He used to come here and we'd have sex. Where Minsky comes from, they didn't really do this. It helped him to compartmentalize it.
Did Minsky dress up too?
Yes, he was the girl. Like all pitchers, he was really a catcher inside. When he was fucking someone, he was only really fucking himself. Everything was about him.
Did everyone know about Frankie?
No. This was something he trusted me with.
You ever wonder why he was so sure of you?
He knew I loved him, in my way.
He told me you hated him.
Yes, that too. Both. You want to understand how this worked? You trust me?
What do you want me to do?
Nice. Then we cut to Club 88 sequence.
Damn! He's downing it.
We're gonna need another bottle.
Something about it, man. Something about him.
Frankie Santora?
Sorry. Who is that? What's that? What is that? Look, that's Goofy. I hope that's just like a false scene, because no one looks like that.
Scene 17A, take one.
Action.
So is that at the beginning of the movie or later on? Because he looks so smooth. But then he looked smooth when he was in Cognito. There you go.
Frankie Santora?
So they're blocking the scene right now? Because that's when someone else is doing it, so you can test the lighting and everything.
It just went off. Fuck, Jesus fucking Christ.
Did that just happen? What?
Cut. Print it.
No. No, I don't wanna... Shit, yeah, there's so much blood in the ambrosia thing.
Scene 26, Bravo.
Why do I only have like these? It's like I don't have all the slabs, right? Or is that the So I think this is chronologically? Yes. No, because he's still here. Let's look at this and see if there's a way. Oh, shit. No, we already got that. I don't want that. No. No. There we go. It just went off. That just sounds really like they actually killed him. But they did a movie afterward. I mean, that's nothing unusual. That happened.
Personal effects. Minus New York.
Okay, I'm not interested in the story now. Look, we're talking about murder here. Possible murder, so I will now click through stuff until I find something that is maybe relevant. So backstage stuff I will look at, but not the movie. Sorry.
Alright, scene 26, we'll just run through the beats here. We've come from the bathroom sex. Goodman runs out here to the club
Just
floor.
sex scenes in all those movies. Ugh. Look, again, like, I know I'm bordering on being a prude, but also, like, it is so annoying when every single movie, every single series has to have, like, passionate sex scenes all around, and it's like, you know, in real life, it probably doesn't play that big of a part in a lot of people's lives, especially when you have, like, the end of the world happening or the zombie apocalypse. I don't think that's a very sexy time, you know? But yeah, well, whatever.
Olga's already on the dance floor, headed for the back exit. Pushing past the dancers, knocked left and right, struggles Franny's behind him. Olga is out the door already. Goodman pushes off the dance floor, sprints to the door, blam! Into the alleyway, it's raining. Goodman takes Franny's hand.
She's so skinny.
And they chase Olga's silhouette as it leaves the alley. Bursting onto the street after Olga, Olga heads down the subway. They chase. Goodman falls. Franny pulls him up. We cut into the subway. Goodman and Franny run out onto the platform just as the train starts to pull away. Damn it! Forget about Olga. Take a look at each other. See that it's funny. In your club clothes, half dressed, soaked to the skin.
Soaked to the skin?
Alright. We're gonna cut from this to you two.
Oh no, my horrible wig.
You only live once.
Natasha.
So that's the movie scene, right?
You saw that?
Yeah,
What's your real name?
that is my real name. Carl Greenwood Jr. My father was Carl Greenwood Sr.
Oh, that's backstage, I think, because his name is Carl Greenwood, right? The actor? Didn't we hear that from the waitress?
Movie name.
Didn't until I became a movie star.
Before you said there can be too much freedom. What kind of freedom?
Sexual freedom, political freedom, financial freedom. I feel like society needs some limits. Rules.
I don't mean to be provocative, dear, but I wonder if it's seeing other people have freedom that worries you.
Is this,
How many women have you bedded, Carl Greenwood?
somewhere between 150 and 200 women?
So, you appreciate the freedom to fuck 200 women, but would you be happy for those women to go and fuck 200 people? You're fine if I fucked every person in this room?
Well, have you?
You only live once.
Natasha.
Wait, you're okay with this, John? Why me? Am I the boss, Marissa?
You are.
What?
You're a conservative slut, Carlos.
If I was queer, you'd think I was a hero for that.
But you're not queer.
Okay, I'm gonna be happy when Douglas comes back and you can all pick on him for being a dinosaur.
Douglas gets a pass because he's an icon. To Douglas.
Here he is.
Okay. Honey, back to you. Sorry. Oh, damn. It's a movie scene.
Scene 34B, take one.
I wish you could do this faster, because usually you can, right? You can just spin the wheel. Okay, let's look the whole scene, because oh, it's short and apparently there's something going on.
Scene 34B.
So this is in the 70s. Minsky. And the next movie is 98, and that's just blocking stuff, and then 99. So it took a while until they got back on their feet.
Now you know what happened. Now you know who I am.
Did she go to jail for killing him?
You still like it? It's a little more complicated than her.
It's complicated.
Isn't this what you're looking for? A confession? Now you can close the case.
No, I can't close the case.
I'm touched. But your first name is Detective.
It's Alan. The cop part of me doesn't need to know everything Alan knows.
You can do that?
I think so.
And Olga?
Cut.
Work with me here.
Oh, they had issues.
It's a difficult scene.
Oh, they were having issues. Interesting.
So this.
Scene 3A, take one.
Oh, it's him again. Yeah, let's try if we can find him more.
Repeat.
No, we already had that. We already had that. Sorry, well now this will happen. The more scenes we've seen, the more this will happen.
It's the night show, okay?
Okay, it's good that I have this now, but I will still continue because I want to get into Minsky.
Have your hair whip around like.
Oh, an old Ambrosia one.
62 up.
Oh,
I'll
I
take
like
one.
the set. This is cool with the little tree.
Shot for a second.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Action on Ambrosia.
What are you doing?
Take me to Matilda.
My dear Ambrosio.
Where is the demon?
You have sermonized that Satan may sometimes take a pleasing form. I have had my eye on you for a while. This model of piety. The mortal who placed his puny virtues on a level with those of angels. Now you are mine. Eternally. Listen whilst I unveil the true depths of your crimes. You've shed the blood of two innocents. Antonia, that pure girl whom you violated, she was your sister. That Elvira whom you murdered, she gave you birth.
What?
Tremble, hypocrite.
Jesus.
Inhuman parasite, incestuous ravisher. You claim to be above temptation, absolved of all mortal vices. Is not pride a sin? Your inhumanity? Know that I have long marked you for my prey.
I love that they have like a director for this movie who's like Alfred Hitchcock, basically. And then it's the trashiest horror B movie you could imagine.
I saw that your virtues came from vanity, not principle. I observed your idolatry of the Madonna's picture and took her form to seduce you. Your path to crime was laid out by me, and you walked it so easily. Scarcely could I propose crimes so quick as you performed them. You raped your own sister and murdered your mother. Unholy man. But it is sweeter still. Your surrender was unnecessary. Those guards at your door, they were sent to free you. A last-minute pardon issued by the Inquisition to safeguard the sanctity of the cloth. You would have walked free.
Contract. You promised to save me.
I promised to take you from the dungeon, save you from the Inquisition. That I did. I fulfilled my part of the bargain. Now your eternal soul is mine. I claim my prize.
And cut!
Arthur, that's hard in the dress.
I hate the dress. It's not shocking. Can I try something? In a crypt, Satan is naked. The devil doesn't need clothes.
No, a nude woman is not scary.
Kick up the wind machine, have her hair whip around like she's Medusa.
That poor girl, why does she always have to be naked?
Can we please cut and talk this through?
Happy to go straight into a tank. Fuck you, monk!
Okay, it takes so long. Oh my god, this probably also means I can like zone in on the boob and then get a lot of boob scenes. Oh dear. But I'm waiting for is it John or Josh? There he is. There we go.
I do believe you've made...
Is that supposed to be Warhol? I'm screaming. It's ridiculous.
You like it?
It's wonderful. How is it being on the other side of the camera, hair director?
He thinks that if he gives you presents, he'll let him make you one of his superstars.
Oh my god.
Andy, I do believe you've made John jealous with your gift.
Marissa was already a star before she came in town.
Oh, I thought it was a different actor. I was like so excited, but no, it's not him. Okay, I will not tell who I thought it was. But I'm a little bit disappointed now. That would have been like the cameo of the century.
Just being nice.
Well, that's good to hear. I intend to make Marissa a star for more than 15 minutes.
You boys, you're being so macho with each other. Why don't you just make it up and kiss? There is nothing more cinematic than a kiss. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
He hates it.
Kiss, kiss.
Okay, no.
And I thought you liked blue movies.
He hates it. Okay. Let's see.
Scene 55 Alpha, take 4.
Action.
I still don't know how that age gap is working out. That is so weird.
Maria! Hey, girl.
Beautiful morning.
It is. Really is.
It's probably the clone, right? The double. And we had this interview, and this interview scene in the first episode where she was like, my cat's name Maria, and then the interviewer was like, oh my god, you're naming your cat like yourself? That is so selfish. He said it in a different tone, but that was basically what he did. And she was like, no, I mean, and I was like, what? why is she so confused right now? But I guess it was a double. It was a movie scene because I thought it was like the real life, interview scene. Not, you know what I mean. Like this is too Inception. Anyway, so this is probably the double who called her Cat Maria because it's kind of funny to do so because her environment is very it's not rich, let's just leave it at that. I will probably also try to see if we can get another footage of the cat. There will be an episode where I will do a lot of foolish... I will probably have an episode where I like zone in on the cat and the boobs and everything that's just ridiculous.
Percocet, a deadly combination with alcohol and a late-night swim. The NYPD have refused to confirm the presence of drugs, stating they are unable to disclose the details of an ongoing investigation. Her body will be flown back to Los Angeles.
But this is Maria, right? Because I was like... My theory of this movie is that she sent the double because she didn't want to do it. Because we had this conversation where she was talking to her PR guy and he was like, you have to, it's so much money. And she was like, meh. And that double was super excited about it. So my theory is that, yeah, that would be the most interesting thing, not that that everyone thinks she's dead, but it's the double and she wants to have revenge because both her friend was killed, and also she was killed, basically, someone wanted to kill her.
Later today, where we'll head to the county coroner's office for an autopsy.
So maybe she spent the night here, so not to raise suspicion.
The death of pop star Maria at the age of 20.
Yeah, how is she still 25? Like, she did the other movie in the 60s, Minsky was in the 70s, and this movie is in 99. How? What? It boggles my mind.
We're continuing our coverage with Dr. Morty Biggs, here to talk to us about this.
Also, I have to stop this episode in a bit.
Gary, it's Heather.
It's slow going. At some point, I had it with Telling Lies. At some point, there will be like a massive change, and then everything's like, ooh, what? But at the beginning, you have to go through a lot of material to kind of, focus on stuff and get a sense of the stories and the settings and the people.
I know. Gary, I know. Maria's dead.
Reset the TV, going for one more before we break for lunch. What? Why? That is a weird thing. What is that? That is super weird. Because this is after the scene. So why does she need the hug?
Back to scene.
Do we have other new scenes with her, or is that really all we're getting?
Looks good.
Oh, this is a new one. And this is, it takes 2 of everything. Yeah.
Scene 37 Alpha, take 3.
Ooh.
Wait. Fucking apple.
I could never live in a place like this. Like, if this is an official place or a restaurant or a hotel, that's fine. I could not live, like, really day-to-day live in a place like this. And it's so weird. Like, seeing how the Kardashians live, it's just so absurd because I would not feel comfortable. Like, it looks so like a movie set, like a magazine spread. Like, no. It is just weird.
It's wrong. Arrangement is wrong.
But then as rich people, you always have other people that clean up after you, so it's like...
It was good.
But even, it's not even comfortable. Like, it looks cool, but it's not really...
This will let you use the elevator and access your suite.
Does Frank need one too?
We have separate quarters for your staff. You'll have this entire floor to yourself. It's private and very quiet. The card will also give you access to the rooftop pool, which you should enjoy anytime you like.
Great. Is this real?
Do you hear that music? Wait. It's in the game. What's with the music? It didn't stop. That's super creepy. So maybe she's the daughter. And maybe something happened to the actual actress, and that is her daughter, and it's her dad basically doing this, and that's why he hugged her, because it's like Maria is dead, it's like Marissa is dead.
It is.
What's going on here? What's that weird sound?
Tech rehearsal starts in an hour. You don't need to be there. We will need you for fitting at 5. And then it'll be...
It's the daughter.
Sounds good. See you then.
And that's why they have this whole double thing. Because it's so... And why it's also hard for both of them. Because it basically is an homage to the mom. And at the same time, like, it's really difficult to deal with it. I can probably click on the dress, right? Oh! Yeah, we had this weird noise. Okay, can we zone in on the blood again? Probably not. No shit.
Anyway, when it comes to scene 55, I will read her line.
Oh. Yeah, I want to get all those. Did we not have one?
Agnes will not be returning today.
Why not?
She was somewhat surprised to learn that in adapting the book, which she so diligently read, we chose to remove a great deal of scenes concerning her character. The part is smaller than she anticipated, a problem I'm sure some of the ladies are more than familiar with. Anyway.
You know what that implies? That all the ladies got fewer scenes than the guys.
When it comes to scene 55, I will read her line. If I read the part better than Jane, I shall cast myself as Agnes.
She hates him.
Let us continue.
It's a very good actress. Like, the acting in the movies is so-so, but the actress for Marissa is great.
Interior. Cathedral of the Capuchins. Finished. Ambrosio steps out of the confessional. Walks towards the door, out of the chapel.
Excuse me, Father.
Ambrosio stops. Turns to see Antonia, who lifts her veil.
I have seen you in my audience.
Antonia, embarrassed and ought to be recognized.
I find your words instructive and inspiring.
Before you had a woman with you. Perhaps your mother? But of late you're by yourself.
Yes. That is why I would speak with you.
She tears out.
My mother is sick. The illness has progressed rapidly, and the physicians are at a loss. I have no recourse left but to beg the mercy of heaven. Father, all of Madrid is in awe of your piety and virtue. I ask you to petition for my mother in your prayers. Perhaps you may prevail on the Almighty to spare my dearest and only friend.
She cries. Ambrosio takes her in his arms.
My child, I promise. I will pray on her behalf. I will pray most passionately.
A bit. Antonio, crying on his shoulder, arouses him. She steps back, wipes her eyes.
I will devote myself to St. Francis. Every night I will light a candle in his name.
Takes a breath.
I have one more favor to ask. My mother needs a confessor, but we're yet strangers to Madrid. I know that you never leave the Abbey, but if you could name a proper person to attend her deathbed with piety and wisdom, you would have my gratitude.
Of course. Leave me your address and I'll send a confessor this very evening.
Thank you.
She passes a card with her addresser.
You are a great and holy man. I return to my mother with my heart full.
She's very interesting. She doesn't move a muscle. She's just watching a lot. Also, when they held hands, it's like either she's still. I think she's still learning because she's very new to this. This could be her like debut role. So yeah, it's so interesting. I'm not even watching I watch him because he's he's disgustingly amazing at this. But I'm watching mainly her because it's so interesting to see her be completely like everyone is so at ease and just really relaxed, like in a meeting with a team that knows each other, and she's like the new one who is really scared to do the wrong thing.
Bows and leaves. Ambrosio watches her go, examines the card, smells it.
Ew, gross.
Pervert.
I think it's very romantic.
It's not. Ew, it's disgusting.
Like Ed Gein.
This, it's Hitchcock. Hitchcock was obsessed with Ed Gein, and actually Psycho is based on Ed Gein, although it really does not have a lot to do with him, but I think he dug up his mother or something like that. There was some shenanigans with Ed Gein, and Hitchcock was like absolutely mega obsessed with him, so it's official now, I mean, I knew it beforehand, but yeah, it's very much a Hitchcock reference.
Oh, looks like lunch is ready. Shall we restore ourselves before we unleash Ambrosio here on poor Antonia? Pray for your stomachs. Signor Di Giorgio has prepared for us an 18th century Italian feast.
Wow.
Better than a 20th century American feast.
Ew, what the...
Translate.
That's not it at all. That is not it at all. What is this? That's probably Ambrosio. Oh yeah, oh my god, it's Innocence. Oh my god, I love it. It's so clunky. It's a lovely snake though. Little snake.
Cut. Translate. A Delta, take 2.
So 68. There we go.
I think the snake loves you.
I think the snake loves you. Okay. No, how can I get down? There. Where did we see the blood? Here. So it's not yet. So this is the latest scene. Okay. So let's click on her and see if we can find something. Oh, it's... Man, they had the same haircut. I thought they were the same person. Oh my god, no, they're totally not. Oh my god, I completely confused these two. I thought they were the same person, which is ridiculous now that I see it. They look so different from each other. Man, I'm always making fun of my husband when he does this, but he's worse. But he's really worse. But yeah, this is embarrassing. Yeah, let's watch this, and then I think I have to finish this episode because it's drawing on 1.5 hours, and that's a pain for editing.
Scene 27, rehearsal.
Welcome to Marvelous Naomi. You will be this movie's ghost. You are Marissa's shadow and reflection.
I'm a stand-in. More than that. When I'm acting, I always have ideas for my scene partner. Here, I can use them. Give me something to play with.
Okay, just let me know if there's something special you want me to do.
Ready? Naomi and Maria. Action. Heather lets Maria into her apartment.
And she is different, because Marissa was very... Later on, I mean, in the first movie, she's very timid, and watchful. And then in the second, she was very self-confident, but also kind of mischievous. And here, she's super nice. So this is probably her daughter.
The wheel's a roller bag. They're both wearing the exact same clothes.
Welcome to your apartment for the next 2 days.
Oh, your place is so cozy.
Thank you.
How long have you lived here?
5 years. Yeah, ever since I moved to LA. When I was a kid, I always wanted to live in Hollywood, and now here I am.
Here you are. Right, so I packed you everything that you should need. Don't worry about any of it having ever been worn. It's all brand new. They should dress you for the event when you get there. And here is my wallet. So if you want to buy anything, just put it on my card.
Okay, great. Thanks. Hang on, I'll get mine.
Oh, your place is so cute. Oh my God, your bed. I never make my bed.
Oh, I always do, even on vacation.
You know they have people in hotels that can do that for you.
I know. I can't help it. It's how I start my day.
Oh, is this my infamous namesake?
Oh, that's a cat.
Hi, Maria. You old bitch. You're so pretty.
Here's my wallet. You can use my card, but just don't spend over $200 because it'll go over the limit.
I'll behave. Let's swap phones too.
So that's for the night, maybe?
Christina Campbell. Thought you had it changed.
I did. I just didn't update my license yet.
Maybe you're younger than you, too. Gary was wrong about us being long-lost twins.
So, I'll feed the cat.
Right, so we've got her food all set up over here. Just 1 scoop in the morning and 1 at night. She likes to have a little tuna water mixed in if you have a can open. I can show you how to run the dishwasher.
I know how to run a dishwasher.
Right. Well, my neighbor across the courtyard's Dorothy. She's super sweet. She'll let you into the complex if you forget your key. There's a good noodle place downstairs. Oh, and if someone bangs on the door at night, just scare them off with this. Is it real? Sure. My dad gave it to me when I moved out here. It's not registered, so you could...
I will zone on this, in on this. I will zone in on this, like, so hard. Next episode, totally.
Kill someone with it and they couldn't trace it.
Okay, so we got, let's zone in topics.
You want me to never point a gun at someone unless you're prepared to use it.
Cat, boobs.
It's not that rough a neighborhood, I'm just messing with you.
Gun.
There's a church across the street that starts up every Friday night, but the music is great. Oh, and the donuts next door, to die for.
Ooh, sounds good. Yeah, it sounds really good, actually.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go then.
Okay. Promise you'll still be my double when you get back? You're not gonna quit when you get rich?
I don't know, maybe I'll get a taste for it, bump you off. I'll be the real Maria.
You don't have it in you to kill. Bye.
Bye.
We hold on Heather's face as she walks down her balcony, walks towards the stairs. Her smile grows with her confidence.
That's great, Naomi. Now let's swap places.
You be Heather, Marissa, you be.
Maria.
Can I quickly watch back what we just did? I just want to make sure I lock how you did it in my head.
Sure.
Sure.
I like this script. I think if I had to choose, because I talked about this last episode, if I had to choose which movie to watch, I would probably watch this because this is the script where I feel like dialogue is the most natural. Because in the other two, it's, it's hard. And here, this really felt like a proper conversation, like this feels like a movie I would watch. Yeah. I will finish this episode. We had 2 things that might be, it's weird because they were just hinted at, but I think they were big things. So apparently I forgot this. So I'm bad with names, so it is what it is, The young actor from Minsky, the heartthrob, the conservative heartthrob, he got probably shot in real life. I mean, not, within the game. By Marissa accidentally. And then we have this big time gap. And suddenly there's a young Marissa again. But everyone else, John is older. So my theory is either she's a daughter or, the title is Immortality. He resurrected her? No. The way he hugged her, I might think she's the daughter, but maybe the ghost of her mother will go over her. That's with the blood out of the nose, because that was the second scene where I feel like that's a big one. Because in a horror story, nose bleeding, that's never a good sign. It never is. And also, the few scenes after the scene where she finds out about Maria's death, in 2 of Everything, the hug, I think, was really meaningful. There was something about it. And also, I think the relationship between Marissa and that young heartthrob was strained. There was also something very off about it. So I'm super interested about that, to discover that in the next episode. So maybe I make notes. I will probably look at the gun next episode. The boobs and the cat I will probably leave out for like some fun maybe later on if I have the time. I don't know. Telling Lies was timed. Like you had a lot of time, but it was like I think 2 or 3 hours. I think this game is a lot longer. This is I think 3 to 6 hours, which is why I didn't play it for a while after it came out. So we'll see how much time we have to do a cat and boobs zoom in session. But if not, yeah, nothing's lost really. You know, I want to get behind the mystery. I want to get to the horror parts, and that's it. All right. Yeah, but so far this is super interesting. So I guess this is ordered by chronologically, and this is ordered by movies, but that is also chronologically, right? By movie scenes. Oh! So, April, May, no. It's the American date, right? That never makes sense. So this is March. This is also chronologically. So what's the, I don't know. I will probably have it chronologically because that makes most sense to me. Man, how do we get to this scene? How do we do this? We need to find a way. But also, that's the weirdest thing. So the gun went off. Oh, this is August. Why is this not chronologically? There we go. Yeah, the gun went off. So something's off here. The gun went off. Next, 1998. And they're not doing this with Marissa, but with someone as a stand-in who is probably supposed to play the part. And then 1 year later, well, half a year later, there she is in the flesh. Very interesting. This is so fun because I didn't spoil myself at all. Like there was a review of AV Club and I just read the headline that this is that they really like this. And then I was like, I will not read this because I want to find this out myself. And I'm really happy because this is really the kind of game where exploring this and getting those what the fuck moments is probably really worth it. So yeah. Oh man, I will have fun with this. And you know what? I'm quite sure, like in the last 10 minutes of the game, I will discover a feature that would have changed the whole playthrough. And it will be very embarrassing for me. But it is what it is. I want to play it like I would play it, so. Yeah, but oh yeah, you know what? I will do this because this is really, that is the scene together with this one. Those two scenes, man, I'm obsessed with them. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this as well. Give me all your theories, really. No spoilers, please, but everything else, like if you have theories, what would be the movie you like to watch? You know, I mean, as we're getting more into it. And yeah, do you think my theory is okay? Like with that it's the daughter, or what do you think? And also, oh yeah. So I play this weekly. So it can happen, of course, that I have already recorded the next episode once I upload this video on YouTube. But just in case, if you see something where you're like, you know what, maybe you can zone in on this, because I think we will have a few more episodes. So it might be possible to do it in the way that you can right now still comment on, you know, try out zoning in to this lamp in that one scene and just describe the scene a little bit. So if you have something or a person where you're like, man, this could be potentially interesting. Again, no spoilers, please. You know, really just more where you watched it and was like, and were like, well, it could be interesting. Let's do this. Because then I can put it on my notes together with cat, boobs, and gun. You know, maybe find something cool. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I can't wait for the next episode. I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you next time. Bye-bye! This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.